I used to read all the Twitter threads where like entrepreneurs talk about like you should go on evening walks, you should connect with nature more and stay away from your phone, like you should spend less time on the internet. And I would think like, oh yeah, this is a good advice, I should do it sometimes. But I'd never do that. For a large period of my time, I was like going to gym in the evening, so I never like went on an evening walk for a like long period of time, like 6 7 months. I didn't go for an evening walk. And recently I shifted my routine to the morning, and I had the time to go on evening walks and savor the sunset. And believe me, it's changing my life. Like truly, like when I go on walk, I like leave my phone behind, and it feels so good without my phone. Like I know that I might be getting calls, like my Jeffrey brain starts thinking that I might be getting calls, I might be getting some important DMs, I might be getting something, like something important is gonna happen. But when I come back home, nothing. Even if I get a missed call or two, it would be from a friend and he would be like calling to like talk about something else. It wasn't anything important, I won't lose anything. Like 2 hours in a day I just went out and went on a walk. Like that gave me so much mental peace. Think about it. And that's why I had this realization that most of the advice won't make sense to us until we do them. Like most of the advice on the internet and books and stuff won't make sense to you. Like many people say meditation doesn't work for me, like it didn't help me. How many days did you do it? 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 1 week, 1 month? How long did you do it? For most of the people it will be like 3 days, it will be like a week. I did a week of gratitude journaling, I did a week of meditation, but nothing worked, didn't improve my mental health. It won't, man. It takes time to see the results. It takes time for you to recognize that you are changing. Like you are a person who you are like watching yourself every day and you won't realize how much you have changed. Like if someone saw you like 4 or 5 months ago and right now, then he can see that you have changed a lot. But you can't. You think that you are the same person. So instead of hearing all the advices on internet and Instagram and Twitter, like reading all of them, instead of reading all the advices, start doing them. You heard advice that this is good for you, like going on evening walks is good for you. Do that. And the like the course that Hamza recommends the most, that is the science of well-being. And in that I learned about something called as savoring the moment. When was the last time you savored a moment? Like watching something with deliberate attention, like birds. When was the last time you watched birds or leaves or sunset or sunrise? When was it? Like most of the people don't take time to savor things. They don't even like know what is savoring, because most of the time people are like engaged in the phones scrolling, and that is what leads us into a more depressed and anxious lifestyle. Because think about it, if you're like on the internet, you're comparing yourself to like a large amount of people, and in that comparison you are like very small, you are not that significant, and that leads to you believing that you are nothing, you are shit. But it might not be the reality. And that's why you need to consider the data that you get in the environment, connect with nature more, and do the advice, that you like. In this video I gave you advice to go for like an evening walk, to watch sunset, to savor the moment. If you won't do this, like you'll think in your mind that this advice is good, yeah, I should do this often, but then you will not do it. Like most of the people do that. I also used to do that I will hear advice and I will say, yeah, it is good, this advice is really good, I should do that sometime, but I won't do that. And that's why I won't get any kind of benefits, because information is abundant, but the problem is execution. Not many people execute on the information or the advice they have. That's why become the person who executes, become the person who takes action, and then only you can benefit from all the advices. So that's it for today's video, and if you like today's video, subscribe to us, because here we help young men become the best version of themselves. So see you in another video. Until then, have a great time.